Welcome you all to self-study. In this video, we'll be talking about your vocabulary. So before we begin, if you are here for the first time, subscribe the channel so that for the next videos, you get the timely updates. Hit the like button if you like the video and share it. So, vocabulary. To be an expert or excel any language, you need to build up your vocabulary, the word power. And the most easiest way to do so is the three-step process. Read, write, and speak. These are the three golden tips for your building up of vocabularies. How? Let's see this. Read. The more you read, the more words you come across, the more they are in your mind's library. The more you are going to read, you'll come across more words. And when you read them again and again, you try to find out the meaning. And those words get stuck in your mind. And slowly, while speaking, you start using those words. The next benefit of reading is that you get the better idea of the meaning of those words. Same word is used at different places and the meaning is different. No, the meaning doesn't get the different, but according to the situation, it sounds different. And once you get into a habit of reading, what happens is that you get to know that where you can use that same word differently in different situations. And once you read and try to recall those words, they are easy to remember because you have read them in context to anything. So this was the first step to remember the words. Next we come to the second one, that is write. Once you know your words and the more you write them, the more easily they are in your day-to-day life. Using words and sentences help us grasp them strongly because then you know their use. And once you start using them, your vocabulary starts building and you become habitual to those words. Slowly, you will notice that while speaking, you are using those words more oftenly. And the third one, speak. Speaking out loud gives us confidence. Whenever you want to recall any word or you want to remember any words, speak them out loud. It will give you confidence. How? Because it improves your pronunciation. The more you speak, the more emphasis you are going to do on that words and the more better your pronunciation gets. And it even improves your accent. So now we have come across 3 tips to improve our vocabulary. But then how? So let me help you in this. Let's do 5 words a day. Daily, I'll be posting a video with 5 words with their meaning and some of their uses in the sentences. And your task is to write down those words, remember their meaning, and for whole of the day, try to use those words whenever you can. Or when you are free, just take out that slip where you have written those words and try to memorize them. So let's begin with our first day task. So our first word is irrefutable. I repeat, irrefutable. The word means certain. The word means certain. Or I can explain you this more clearly as something which cannot be refused, which is the eternal truth. So that is irrefutable. Let's see a sentence with this. There is irrefutable evidence that he committed these crimes. There is irrefutable evidence that he committed these crimes. The sentence says that the evidence are irrefutable, that you cannot refuse them. They prove this. It is certain that the crimes are committed by him. Our second word is elaborate. I repeat, elaborate. The meaning of the word is detailed. Detailed. And more of its explanation, I can say, anything which is elaborate, this particular word can be used in different senses. If you are talking about clothes, so we can say an elaborate cloth will be the one which have particular designs in it. Or if you are going to use the same word in questions, so elaborate means that you have to give the answer in detail. You have to tell the complete processes or phenomena, whatever it is, in detail. So the two sentences we are going to see up here are an elaborate management training scheme for graduates. An elaborate management training scheme for graduates, which means that the training scheme which has been devised is elaborate. It is completely a detailed process, a huge process. The next is he is known for his elaborate costumes. He is known for his elaborate costumes. Now, elaborate costumes means the costumes which are very detailedly fabricated. Now, I have a very quick question to you people. Name a celebrity in India who wears this kind of elaborate costumes. The third word, degrade. Degrade. The meaning stands humiliate or becomes less good. Humiliate or becomes less good. So when we talk about degrade, we say that someone is humiliating someone. Not only just a person, you can humiliate their style, their way of life, anything you are saying which is degrading, which is derogatory, that is that is degrade. Or if we are talking about anything, so when we say it is degraded, we are talking about its quality, that it has become less good. What it was earlier, it has become less good than that. So the sentences are, he felt degraded by their remarks. He felt degraded by their remarks. Scratches on a camera lens will degrade the image. Scratches on a camera lens will degrade the image. So now the first sentence says he felt degraded by their remarks. That is, someone is insulting someone else. They are making them feel humiliated. And the second one is talking about the quality of the camera lens. They say that if there are scratches on the camera lens, the image will get degraded. That means it will become less good. The third word here is advocate. Advocate. The meaning of the word is support a cause. Support a cause. For us, generally, advocate is a person whom we call lawyer. We use lawyer and advocate synonymously, but actually that isn't the truth. Advocate means whenever you are supporting a cause, you are advocating it. Let's see the examples. Abraham Lincoln hated slavery and became an advocate of abolitionism. So it says that Abraham Lincoln hated slavery. He hated the slavery concepts and became an advocate of abolitionism. So he advocated, he supported that slavery should be abolished. Next is, he is an advocate of more airplanes and fewer warships. He is an advocate of more airplanes and fewer warships. That is, he advocates, he supports that there should be more airplanes and the warships should be fewer than them. The last word for today is economical. Economical. So, economical means avoiding waste, or we can say useless or costless. The word economical in different sense is used differently. Avoiding waste is that when we say that you should not waste something and you are using the things judiciously. Use less or cost less. When anything, like we say any machine, or we're talking about any car, any automobile which uses less amount of fuel, that is economical in nature. Or anything which costs less, that is its price is less than the other one, that is also economical in nature. So let's come across the sentences. There's increasing demand for cars that are more economical on fuel. There's increasing demand for cars that are more economical on fuel. The sentence means that the cars which can run more in less fuel, which we call their average. The car which has more average are more economical. They will consume less fuel and they will run more in that amount of fuel. So they are using less. The second sentence says that central heating system is extremely economical to run. Central heating system is extremely economical to run. That is, it is costing less than the others. So these were the 5 words for today. Economical, advocate, degrade, elaborate, and irrefutable. I repeat, irrefutable, elaborate, degrade, advocate, and economical. Now your task is to memorize the meanings of these words, try to use them in your sentences. If you have time, write a paragraph in which you are using these words, speak these words aloud, and like the video, subscribe the channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you all, and goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow with new 5 words.